Hey guys, welcome to What If Katara and Zuko Fell in Love? Part 3. So in this What If theory, I decided that I wanted to take a step back from the usual canon events to make a fanfic that strictly focuses on Zuko and Katara, just like I did in one of my previous videos with Aang and Toph's story. Also, please do not forget to give this video a like and hit the notification bell to be updated about brand new videos. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. The world had changed a lot since the war ended. The colonies had been settled, old conflicts had been resolved, and the Southern Water Tribe had grown from a small village into a busy city. For most people, that meant peace. For Zuko, it mostly meant paperwork. Every day brought more meetings, more decisions, and more responsibilities. His advisors constantly needed his attention. Ambassadors wanted answers. Military leaders wanted guidance. Katara had started noticing how tired he looked. It wasn't physical exhaustion. It was something deeper. The energy and determination that usually showed on his face seemed weaker than before. One evening, after another long day of work, Katara joined him on a balcony overlooking the capital. Zuko barely noticed because he was still focused on a stack of reports. Katara finally told him that he needed a vacation. As expected, Zuko insisted he was fine. Katara pointed out that he always said that whenever someone worried about him. Zuko reminded her that he was the Fire Lord, but Katara reminded him that he was still a person. Eventually, she suggested that he come home with her. That immediately got his attention. When she explained that she meant the Southern Water Tribe, Zuko listened. Katara proposed a full week away from ministers, advisors, and politics. Zuko doubted his advisors would ever agree to it, but Katara informed him that their opinions did not matter. They spent nearly an hour going back and forth. Katara refused to give up, and eventually Zuko realized he wasn't going to win. In the end, he agreed to 1 week. Katara was pleased with herself. For the first time in months, Zuko felt some of the tension leave his shoulders. Day 1, arrival. The trip south took several days. When their ship finally approached the Southern Water Tribe, Zuko stood at the front of the vessel and stared. When it was first seen in the show, it had been a small village. But when the book, North and South, came out, it was now a city. Large buildings made of ice and stone stood across the landscape. Bridges crossed frozen waterways. Ships filled the harbor. Markets were crowded with people. Children ran through the snowy streets. Zuko was impressed. Katara wasn't surprised. She had watched the changes happen over the years and was proud of what her people had built. As soon as they arrived, people began recognizing her. Friends came over to greet her. Families welcomed her home. Children waved excitedly. For once, Zuko wasn't surrounded by nobles or government officials. These were ordinary people who had known Katara since she was young. Before sunset, they reached her family's home. Hakoda greeted Zuko with a hug that nearly crushed him. Gran welcomed him warmly as well. That evening they sat together for dinner. There were no servants, no formal rules, and no political discussions. It was simply a family sharing a meal together. Zuko enjoyed it more than he expected. That night, he slept better than he had in a long time. Day 2, the fun begins. The next morning, Katara woke him before sunrise. Zuko immediately suspected this was a mistake. Katara refused to explain where they were going. She only told him to dress warmly. Eventually, he discovered that she had taken him ice fishing. The experience did not go well at first. By midday, he had fallen through the ice twice. The local children found this extremely entertaining. Katara laughed harder than anyone. After spending most of the day struggling, Zuko finally managed to catch a single fish. He felt proud of himself until several children casually informed him that they usually caught 10. His confidence disappeared immediately. That evening, everyone gathered around a fire. People shared stories about the past, the war, the rebuilding efforts, and their hopes for the future. For the first time in a long while, Zuko heard how ordinary people viewed the peace that had been created. It reminded him why all the hard work mattered. Day 3, exploring the city. Katara spent the day showing him around the city. They visited schools, markets, shipyards, healing centers, and newly built neighborhoods. Everywhere they went, people greeted Katara. Zuko quickly realized how respected she was. It wasn't because she had helped save the world. It was because she had never forgotten where she came from. The people saw her as one of their own. Later that afternoon, they passed a group of children practicing water bending. Katara stopped to watch them. The sight clearly made her happy. Zuko noticed and commented that she seemed to miss teaching. Katara admitted that she did. Zuko reminded her that she had always been good at it. Katara responded by pointing out that he was a good teacher too. After that, they continued walking through the snow together. Neither felt the need to say much more. Day 4. Out on the ice. Hakoda invited them on a hunting trip. Zuko accepted immediately. Katara warned him that he might regret it. Several hours later, he realized she had been right. The Water Tribe hunters moved across the ice with ease. Zuko spent much of the day slipping and struggling to keep up. Everyone tried to pretend they didn't notice. Nobody succeeded. Eventually, he got used to the conditions and stopped embarrassing himself quite as often. By the end of the day, he was laughing more than he had in years. For a little while, the responsibilities of being Fire Lord felt very far away. That night, they sat beneath the northern lights. While looking out across the ice, Zuko admitted that he had forgotten what it felt like to simply be happy. Katara asked what he meant. He explained that he had spent so much of his life feeling like happiness had to be earned. Katara reminded him that not everything worked that way. For once, Zuko believed her. Day 5, Family Day. Most of the day was spent with Hakoda and Gran. As expected, old stories started coming up. Many of them were embarrassing. Most of them were about Katara. Zuko enjoyed every minute of it. Katara threatened to get revenge later. Nobody seemed concerned. That evening they sat together drinking tea. Eventually Hakoda became serious. He looked at Katara and then at Zuko. He admitted that he had never seen his daughter this happy before. The room became quiet. Zuko wasn't entirely sure how to respond. Hakoda simply told them to take care of each other. Zuko promised that he would. Under the table, Katara squeezed his hand. But in spite of all of the laughter and joking, the mood softened when he unexpectedly told them that he believes he owes them an apology for what he had done at the South Pole years ago, admitting that no amount of time could erase the fear and pain he had caused when he threatened Katara and her family in his desperate hunt for the Avatar. For a moment, nobody knew what to say. The memories still hurt, but they were no longer trapped in them. Katara eventually offered him a small, sad smile, and Hakoda gave a quiet nod. It wasn't a moment of complete forgiveness or forgotten wounds. It was simply an acknowledgement of how far they had all come since those dark days, and that made it both painful and strangely comforting. Day 6, just the two of them. For the first time all week, they disappeared from the city entirely. No family, no crowds, no responsibilities. Just the two of them. They traveled out across the snowfields together. They talked, laughed, remembered. Everything from their first arguments to the day they defeated Azula. Eventually, they stopped overlooking a frozen cliff. The ocean stretched endlessly before them. Neither spoke for a long time. The silence wasn't awkward. It was peaceful. As the sun started to set, their conversation became more serious. They talked about how much had changed since the war, about the pressure that came with being leaders, about the mistakes they still thought about. Zuko admitted that there were still days when he worried he wasn't doing enough as Fire Lord. Katara told him she understood that feeling more than most people did. She reminded him that he carried the weight of an entire nation every day and that nobody could do that perfectly. He told her that having her beside him made it easier. Katara was quiet for a moment after that. Then she admitted that she leaned on him just as much. For a while they talked about the future. Not politics, not responsibilities, just their future. The kind of life they wanted when things finally slowed down. The kind of people they hoped to become. Eventually, Katara leaned against him. You needed this. Zuko smiled. You're right. Don't sound so surprised. I'm surprised you're letting me admit it. Katara laughed. The sound carried across the snow. After a few more quiet moments, she looked up at him. He looked back at her. Neither of them said much. They didn't really need to. Katara moved a little closer. Zuko met her halfway. Their kiss was soft and brief, but neither pulled away right away afterward. For a moment, they simply stood there together, watching the horizon. The silence felt even more comfortable than before. And for a while, they simply stayed there, side by side, looking out across the ocean together. Day 7, home. The final day arrived sooner than either of them wanted. The week had passed quickly. As they prepared to leave, a large group of people came to say goodbye. Children hugged Katara. Friends wished them safe travels. Hakoda hugged both of them. Gran packed enough food for the journey to feed far more people than necessary. When the ship finally left the harbor, Katara stood beside Zuko at the railing. The city slowly faded into the distance. For a while, neither of them spoke. Eventually, Zuko looked back and admitted that he finally understood why Katara loved the Southern Water Tribe so much. Katara asked him what he meant. Zuko told her that the place felt like home. Katara smiled and rested her head against his shoulder. The city eventually disappeared from view, but the feeling they had found there stayed with them. Several days later, when the Fire Nation finally appeared on the horizon, Zuko felt different. He felt rested. He felt ready. Not because he was the Fire Lord. Not because his responsibilities had disappeared, but because someone had reminded him that even strong people needed time to step away and breathe. Sometimes a single week with the people who mattered most was enough. And that's it for this What If theory. So for this one, I wanted to step away from the canon events for a second to try something that's almost similar to the tales of Ba Sing Se, where in a sense, it feels like a really dope filler episode that just focuses strictly on the ship instead of the ship and conflict. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the story, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, also comment below any other What If theories you'd like to see next. My social media links are in the description below. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.